about 3 years ago, and the first time we met, he told me this wonderful story of this underwater cave in Northern California. And he had this gold rush era robbery, and these people had robbed the gold mining operation and dropped the gold in this cave to escape the sheriff's posse. And he had all these gestures, and it was just a wonderful story, and I was just so intrigued. And then he pulled this robot and set it on the table and said, hey, I'm going to try to build this robot to go explore this cave. And I said, wow, this is exactly the kind of project that I want to be a part of. So I begged him. I said, Eric, you got to let me help you. You got to let me be a part of this. And so I didn't really know what I was doing. I had no experience. And Eric, this robot didn't actually ever work. So Eric didn't quite know what he was doing either. So we did what anybody would do in that situation. We asked the internet for help. So we put up this website, OpenROV.com, and we said, here's what we want to do. We want to build this really low-cost underwater robot because we didn't have any money at the time. And we just started asking people for help. And for many months, it was just Eric and I on the forums, trying to get input, trying to get feedback from folks. But then, we started to get more and more contributors. And eventually, we mounted this expedition to the cave. So it was Eric and I and a few friends. And we went up there, and we sent our little robot to the bottom of this underwater cave to try and find this gold. That story got picked up by the New York Times. It turned out to be a much bigger deal than we thought. And we put the project up on Kickstarter. And we wanted to raise $20,000 so we could get some of these prototypes, get some of these kits out there. And we raised $20,000 in about 2 hours. And so we were watching these numbers go up, and it was really, really exciting. We closed with $100,000. And then it sets in that, oh my gosh, we have to make all those things. So this was our garage in Cupertino, and all of a sudden it was full of boxes. And we realized, oh, this might be a little bit too big for the garage. And this was also around the exact same time that Eric was shipping off to Antarctica for 3 months. And so I was stuck, and I had to build all these robots. And I did it. I pretty much became a manufacturer overnight. What I would do is I'd throw parties and invite people to come over, and I'd just put them all to work. But we made the robots, and we got them out there. And now they're all over the world. And we have these people who are out there exploring. This is a slide of the people that are in our community. It's not where the robots are yet. It's where they're going. But it's a really global community of explorers. And, this process of being open source and inviting people to be part of this process has been so special. We have this underwater robot, but now we have these people who are going all over. This is a shot when Eric had one in Antarctica. And this is, Colin just got back from these caves in Mexico where he was trekking through the jungle with National Geographic. And the stories that we're hearing and these other people and the crazy ideas they have for what they want to explore it's so much fun. We're just having a ball.